And welcome back to Let's Get Cozy with Larry Warren. I'd like to thank you for rejoining us. I'd like to introduce my co-host, Lou.
Hi.
Lou is a longtime friend of mine, and that's why I decided to allow him to be my host. Lou, would you like to introduce yourself?
Thank you very much, Larry, and it's a pleasure to be here, to be with an old friend, and to sit by your left side and be what I can be for you and for the guests, Larry.
Well,
thank you.
Well, thank you very much.
Okay.
Now we're going to continue on with our Larry Wargo Showcase of the Arts. Our next guest is an accomplished comic book producer of all kinds. I guess he does lots of sorts of things for comic books. His name is Mark Schultz. Mark, thank you very much for joining us today.
Yeah, Mark.
Hey,
I've admired your work for years.
Thank you. Now, what got you started into comic books? Who were your influences?
Oh boy, I grew up with comics. I've loved them since I was 6 years old. I guess my strongest influences is a man named Wally Wood.
Okay.
Who did science fiction comics back in the 50s, and his compatriot Al Williamson, who is another actually artist who is local to us.
He lives around here, yes?
Yes, he does, and he's local to us.
I've met him. Okay, anyway.
Those amongst a whole raft of other people who did, I guess you'd call naturalistic art, kind of people that look like people as opposed to the exaggerated cartooning.
Okay, that kind of, when did that have its heyday? That was kind of like in the 50s.
Oh boy, 30s, 40s, 50s. In fact, my all-time favorite comic artist is probably Hal Foster, who is most famous for doing Prince Valiant.
Okay, all right.
Remember Prince Valiant?
I believe so. I was kind of in an alcoholic haze at that. No, I mean, I was in, I don't remember those times.
He had great hair, as I remember.
But, so now what was your first job, really, like getting you into the business?
Well, I had been doing, I had a professional career doing book illustration and advertised illustration for years, but I was a frustrated cartoonist. I remember how much I enjoyed them as a kid.
Right.
I love storytelling. Seemed that comics was a perfect place for me to combine my love of storytelling with drawing.
Excellent.
And in 1986, I decided to stop just dreaming about it and whip up a concept. I developed a concept which later evolved into my Xenozoic Tales.
These books right here.
Yes.
And I'll show you some of those, studio audience and audience at home. Now, this is a series that you produced yourself, correct?
That's correct. I wrote it in my spare time. I dreamed up the concept in my spare time while I was working on advertising assignments.
Yes.
And in '86, I submitted it around to 7 or 8 of the major companies at the time, and I was lucky enough that one particular company, Kitchen Sink Press, expressed interest in the concept as well as my art.
A wonderful little company it is.
Yes, Xenozoic Press is a nice one too.
Pardon?
I like Xenozoic Press. That has a nice ring to it,
You should start your own press.
Yeah,
Thanks. So give us the basic premise behind this story.
It's a science fiction adventure series that occurs 600 years in our future. It hypothesizes that massive environmental calamities in our near future, wiping out the majority of the human race.
Okay.
Those few that do survive are no longer on top of the food chain and are in a constant struggle to exist against a world of an eclectic ecosystem of returned prehistoric animals.
Excellent.
And all sorts of horrible beasties.
So about 20 years from now, this is the way things are going to be?
Yeah, right.
Well, starting 20 years from now. Of course, I started this in 1986, and I said that in '86 too, that 20 years ago. So it keeps getting pushed back.
Well, things, they always go slower than you actually think.
They're funny books.
But this thing sort of exploded. You've got toys and things like these. You've got lunchboxes, for God's sake. Yeah,
I was lucky enough that the people that were publishing me, Kitchen Sink Press, were very good at marketing the Xenozoic concept. We were adapted into a television series that was on the CBS network.
Oh, I remember that.
1992. It was called Cadillacs and Dinosaurs.
Wow.
Tendon to that was the development of toys, the action figures.
Yes.
It's my hero Jack there in his little customized Cadillac.
This is great.
Why don't you just break it? Oh, nice going, Larry.
Oh, people hit Lou.
These are collector items.
Pardon?
Sorry.
That's okay.
I lost my cool.
You need to get on your drugs. Now, this is what did you call him?
His name is Jack Kenrick. He's my hero.
Okay. Why is he your hero?
Well,
He's a little small, don't you think?
Yeah, it's falling apart.
But well, anyway.
I don't have high expectations.
Okay, well that's good then. But anyway, this is very interesting. Where do Cadillacs fit into the whole thing? Was that more of the network's idea, or
Well, these are specifically early '50s Cadillacs. And
Exactly.
Again, my concept is that the cars from that period are going to last. They were built to last, as opposed to the stuff we turn out these days.
Oh, I
which
see.
is kind of post-dated by the time they hit the streets.
Yes.
Those are classic design. You don't get better design than early 50s American auto industrial design. It's just,
There's nothing
the
better.
best. It's nothing better.
Right on.
Now,
So mostly it's fun to draw, and that's why I put it in.
and they are, yes, they're very beautiful.
And they're also dinosaurs of their own. You know, they're
Kind of a bit. They're
big
kind of
industrial
ferocious.
dinosaurs, yes, and they're extinct.
Almost all but. Oh, wait. Anyway, so now what you're occupying yourself writing Superman, I believe, correct?
Yeah, at the moment I'm between publishers on Xenozoic Tales, and I'm writing one of the myriad Superman books that are out there.
Okay. Oh, there are lots of different ones?
There's 5 monthly titles.
Okay.
I write one of them.
Oh, excellent. And
Yes.
how is that going? Is it different working for a larger company?
It's it's a work for hire job.
Yes.
I get paid to work on someone else's creation instead of my own.
Is that hard?
No, actually, I'm a part of a team, and it's easier.
Oh,
That's great.
I don't like to
That's
make my
wonderful.
producer mad, but here we go. He has worked on Aliens, it looks like. Was that hard, different, working with like such a different creature and not even a human?
Oh no, not at all. It's fun. I enjoyed the movies, and
Yes.
and again, I'm part of a team when I'm working on these products that are owned by other individuals or
Okay.
other corporations.
Now, did you do any of the artwork on the cover of these?
No,
okay.
these are just. I'm sorry. The last one we saw, the Aliens, I did do that cover.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I did
I
not
was
do the
wondering
cover
about
on
that.
this Star Wars.
That's my favorite one, anyway.
This one.
No, the one that you did, the
Well,
cover.
thank you.
And you worked on Star Wars.
Yes,
that's
this is
a
another-
huge cast of characters that aren't yours, and you got.
Oh my goodness, yes. And it
Enormous.
takes forever to
Did,
get up to speed on
Did
that.
George Lucas ever come down on you?
Well, yeah, actually, I'm the man who
Ew.
I helped define the look of the Star Wars comics in that I did a cover for them once in which I had a tentacle of a creature wrapping up over the logo, the
Oh,
actual
yes.
Star Wars logo.
I think I've seen that.
And Lucasfilms let it be known to the publisher of the comic that that was never to happen again. The Star Wars logo was never to be obstructed again.
Crazy bastard.
He is a crazy
know,
man.
I
It's like
know.
Nuts, you know?
You
like
give them an
messing with
inch, they
America
take a
Online,
mile.
you know?
Tentacles. Can I ask a question here?
Yes, you may, Lou. Go right ahead.
I've heard of this comic for years, actually, and I've always wanted to read it, but I thought it was about Cadillacs and Dinosaurs involving bovine creatures and their mating techniques. So
And
it
is
isn't
that why you didn't
Cadillacs.
read it?
What?
Is that why you did not read it?
No, I was raised with a very Catholic family, and we try to avoid sexual issues
Yes.
at all costs.
Has that ever played into the?
Well, I was going to say, Lou, we're always doing marketing research,
Yes.
so that's a little bit of information that we'll file away. And,
Rob, you seem to be laughing a lot more than you usually do.
No, I just
Are you laughing
kept
at me?
thinking how we had the same hairstyles from Dalton.
Yeah, that's
so
similar.
I was-
I've been copying you without your knowing it, bud.
Okay. There's a little bit too much coincidence on this set for me. Thank you.
Is Lou?
And one other thought.
Lou
to
might be
interrupt
from
is
Dalton,
Cadillacs
too.
and Dinosaurs was another thought.
Okay, that's way too far, Lou.
No, all right, I'm sorry.
I think you're making a mockery of this now, Lou. I mean,
Yeah, that's just, you don't want to hurt the man. He's
No,
got a
I-
lunchbox, for God's sake.
I'm sorry. I love him.
Man,
I love him in a way that I can't even discuss on
that's
the air.
enough.
Funny books is serious business. Lou.
Yes, and very important. I was reading. I don't seem to have one of the Superman titles I like. It's like Trouble with Robots or something like that. I love that title.
Yeah, a girl and a robot.
Trouble
That's
with
probably what.
Oh,
you're
girl and a
thinking.
robot,
A
okay.
girl and her robot.
Oh, yeah.
Is that?
Well, Superman's great. He's an American icon.
Yes. Is there a
everyone
lot of
knows
pressure
Superman.
when you're dealing with that? Because
No, not a great deal. I was pleasantly surprised with how open they are for ideas. Again, you're playing with someone else's toy.
Yes.
You got to follow certain rules. Once you accept that, it's fine.
okay, great.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Wow.
Mark Schultz, I'd like to thank you very much for showing up.
Oh, man.
And we're
Thanks so
praying
much,
for you
Larry.
with this Cadillacs and Dinosaurs thing. We want to see it.
I appreciate that.
What kind of publishers are you looking to publish this?
Well, there's not a great deal around comics anymore,
Yeah.
so pretty much open to whoever gives us the right deal.
Yes, we spoke on that earlier. The decline of comic book industry.
Yes, the unfortunate decline.
It's a damn shame. Anyway, I'd like to thank you. We've got Mark Hutchke coming up as a talented young individual, and we'll be right back after this. Thank you very much. And now I'm supposed to lean and talk to you.